The People's Protection Unit CPG in Rojava signed the International Convention of Geneva Call prohibiting the use of anti-personnel mines and the convention pertaining to the protection of civilians and women in armed conflict. To shed more light on the stages that follow signing the Geneva Call's deed of commitments by the People Protection Unit's Mehmet Balci, Geneva Call Director for Middle East, will join us now live from France. Thanks for joining us on Ronahi, Mr. Balci. Under the Geneva's Call deed of commitment, signatory of the armed non-state actors agree to allow and cooperate in the monitoring of their compliance by Geneva Call. Will YPG also allow and cooperate in the monitoring of their compliance? And if so, which stages will the monitoring process go through?
Of course, one of the core obligations of the signatories to the deed of commitment is to allow the monitoring from Geneva Call or its partners. Therefore, YPG admitted that Geneva Call can visit and go for monitoring visits to Rojava and freely conduct monitoring missions. So, of course, the monitoring missions are not taking place automatically, but if there is any serious allegation of non-compliance, we will start a monitoring process. The monitoring process for us means, first of all, to address the issue with our main interlocutors. In this case, we have two main interlocutors: is YPG and protection units and Rojava self-administration. So, as the deed of commitment is also co-signed by Rojava self-administration, so we will start the process by having discussions and dialogue with the both authorities and to see the seriousness of the allegations, and if the issue is not solved, we should go for a term of references to conduct mission of verification. We are not there anyhow. We have just signed the two deed of commitments, and the third one is in pipeline, which means in 3 weeks we will go back to Rojava for the third deed of commitment on the protection of the children from the effect of armed conflict, which means also no more use of the children under 18 in our conflict. So all this is we are also, let's say, building together with the self-administration in Rojava and the YPG any possible monitoring missions. But for the timing, we are not there.
Geneva Call also provides implementation support in a number of ways. Will Geneva Call provide any kind of support to the YPG in this regard, Mr. Balci?
These are not simple issues, especially the children and the women protection issues in armed conflict situations. So our signatories, including the civil authorities, including civil society, need to be trained, educated, in order to contribute to the implementation of the deed of commitments. We already planned several for several units of YPG and YPG, women protection units and the people's protection units. We will conduct different trainings, for example, trainings on international mental law, training on the protection of the children, training on the protection of women, according to international norms. So we have planned these activities, and we hope that we can conduct these trainings during the next month this year.
International humanitarian law experts provided by Geneva Call recently conducted 2 training sessions for members of the Islamic Front. As you know, Mr. Balci, the Islamic Front is one of the groups who is fighting the people of Rojava. Can the Geneva Call play here any role in order to stop them attacking Rojava?
The Geneva Call is an international humanitarian organization. So it's an impartial organization. It means Geneva does not take side in a conflict. What Geneva Call is doing is reminding conflicting parties to respect international laws. It means the conflict rules and parties to the conflict has obligations to respect these rules. So we are not a peacemaking organization, but we are an organization reminding worrying parties their obligations, and we also help them to understand these rules. Therefore, it's true we have conducted not only with the Islamic Front, we have conducted so far more than 12 trainings with Syrian opposition, so on international humanitarian law, and we conducted this training for different organizations, fighting against the Syrian government. Therefore, we have developed a campaign through media, through civil society, through TV channels that we called fighter, not killer, or in Arabic, muqatil, la qatil. So this is our, I can show it also to you. This is our campaign that has been conducted for more than 1 year. And therefore, we are training all the Syrian opposition groups to respect international law. Therefore, it is forbidden to civilians. For example, we do our best in order the attacks against the civilians be stopped. We are doing everything in order to explain, educate armed groups that attacks against schools, against hospitals is forbidden, of torture, mistreatment of prisoners is prohibited. We are campaigning against sexual violence. Sexual violence is a war crime, and then therefore we are extensively campaigning to promote these rules among the Syrian armed opposition, the same in Rojava.
Mehmet Balci.
So this is our main activities. Therefore, we are in contact. We are conducting our trainings with the Syrian armed opposition, as we are going to do in Rojava. We are, let's say, covering whole Syria, and we would like to hold Syria. And now the issue is beyond Syria. So we are also working in Lebanon. We are working now in Iraq. We are working in the whole Middle East in order to promote these. The respect of civilians in armed conflict. We do believe in the sense that if the rule of armed conflict are respected, the peace and the reconciliation will be much easier in the future Syria.
Mehmet Balci, Geneva Call Director for Middle East. You've been with us from France. Thank you very much for speaking to Ronahi.
Thank you very much for having me again.